Good day, I'm Centeno from Group 1 and I will be presenting Articles 9 through 13 of the Treaty of Peace between the United States of America and the Kingdom of Spain, otherwise known as the Treaty of Paris. Article 9 deals with the land that Spain once ruled, where the natives of the peninsula are given the right to continue living on the land, or they could leave but still retain the full ownership for the property, meaning that they have the ability to sell and collect the capital earned. But if they choose to stay in a territory that was ceded by Spain, they will adopt the nationality of the country in which their territory is located. Therefore, the United States Congress would determine their political status and civil rights. But if the native inhabitants decided to maintain allegiance to the Crown of Spain, they are free to do so, and they are given a year to declare and preserve it in a court of record. Article 10 states that those countries that Spain used to rule, such as Argentina, Cuba, the Dominican Republic, Mexico, Portugal, the Philippines, and 29 other more, are free to choose what religion they shall practice, since Spain does no longer retain authority among those countries. They are free to pursue whichever religion they choose to practice. Nonetheless, the Philippines is among the countries rendered by Spain, which still practices Catholicism and further spreads its teachings. Article 11 is about the rights of Spaniards who are currently residing in territories that are ceded by Spain. This treaty allows the Spaniards to stay and become citizens of the countries in which they currently live. Furthermore, this implies that they should follow their laws, meaning that the matters civil as well as criminal will depend on the residing country, which means that they have the right to participate in court proceedings just like any other citizen of that country. Article 12 refers to the legal proceedings that are unresolved in the areas to which Spain ceded its authority at the time of the treaty will adhere to these several guidelines. The first one is that the decisions made with regards to criminal cases or civil suits among private parties that happen before a specified date without the review of rights made by Spanish law will be respected, meaning that the decision will not be further checked, but this must be accomplished by a competent authority in the jurisdiction in which they are residing in. The second refers to civil suits among private individuals that have not reached their conclusion and will be prosecuted to judgment in the court in which they are set, or in another court that will serve as a replacement. And lastly, the Spaniards who have decided to stay in the ceded locations but still have pending judgments will ultimately have to follow the Supreme Court of Spain. Furthermore, this process will last until the final judgment has been made, and lastly, the case will be handled by someone skilled who will come from where the case originated. According to Article 13, the patents and copyrights that were obtained from Cuba, the Philippines, and other countries shall remain in the hands of Spain, despite being owned by those countries. This article wishes to respect the authorities Spain has over the ownership of the patents and copyrights that were once owned by the ceded countries. Furthermore, Spanish scientific, literary, and artistic works are allowed to be disseminated to the ceded countries for a period of time that starts now, provided that the said works are not against the Kingdom of Spain and would not suggest a revolution. That would be all. Thank you all for listening.